Hi, it's me Nirjal Khatiwada, and I'm going to talk about the script documentation assignment by iTech 3207 Contemporary Challenges for IT Managers. And in this assignment, I need to choose four topics from the given uh, topics. So, the four topics that I have chosen are strategic planning, SES code of ethics conduct, green computing, and the last security. So at first we are going to talk about the strategic planning and talking about the history of strategic planning. The term strategic planning was started by the Van der Werf in 1998, which defined that strategic planning is all about the creative and disciplined process that determine how the organizations will wish to be in future. This type of planning will help the organizations to make its own decision strategy or the direction. It will helps to make organizations to move on a right direction. All the strategic goals will determine to achieve the goals and provide the way to mobilize the resources to execute. And the most important thing is that only a senior leadership of an organization is generally tasked as a strategic planner. It means that only senior leader can mm, plan for organizations, which is strategic planning. Strategic planning provides a framework for the decision making overall the organizations. It is a platform for decision making in the organizations. All the organizations' missions and goals to strengthen current practices are evaluated by the strategic planning. So here are the some of the benefits of strategic planning. To provide a base for measuring the performance. Strategic planning act as a base for measuring the performance. It measures the performance whether the organization is going in the right direction or wrong direction. And the next one is to develop a team focusing all on the organization's objectives for achievement. To provide the managerial training, to it offers people doing training and all this stuff to provide a base for measuring the performance. All the draft of the plan and objectives are measured through it. Strategic planning helps to measure all the draft of the plan and the objectives. Stands as an intermediate channel of communications throughout the organizations. It acts as an intermediate layer between the peoples and organizations of communications. So everything has its good and bad aspects. Some of the failure of strategic planning is the bad side of strategic planning, and the reason for the failure of strategic planning are there will be the internal resistance to form a plan due to multiple factors. So these are the multiple factors that fails strategic planning. Future is uncertain for any organizations. So and the organizations are with specified goals and objectives to obtain in the future. So we cannot predict any futures of organizations. So the future is unpredictable for any organizations, and the strategic planning we made before the organizations was established can can be fail at any time. So conflicts inside the organizations are exposed as there are different team members in the organizations with different knowledge and different skills, different ideas. So this will lead to conflicts inside the organizations which may fail the strategic planning, and there will be a lot of risk and fears of failure which may hamper the organizations at any time. The staff may demand certain new thing and same as for manager. So in the organizations, sometimes staff may demand the new thing, be which may be out from the strategic planning, and it will lead to fail of strategic planning. The planning is really difficult, hard, and expensive, which is costly and takes time. For small organizations, they can't afford to maintain a strategic planning because it is very expensive and hard to apply. So here are some of the reasons for failure of strategic planning. The documentation is too long. So the documentation should be easy, short and easy for a better planning. Difficult for the people to achieve the understanding of way forward. To establish the plan, all the people should show the appropriate involvement. This is the most important thing for the failure of planning. So every individual people should show the involvement inside the organizations to make a plan, to make a decision, because this is the first step to um, find the objectives of the organizations. And the next topic we are going to discuss about is ACS Code of Ethics Conduct. The Australian Computer Society is the recognized association for information and communication technology professionalism in Australia. The ACS Code of Professional Conduct is designed for providing the members guidance which accept standards of all the professional conduct inside the information technology industry. And the ACS mainly focus on especially at the individual information technology professional. If there is any conflict among any other value in the code, the ACS wants its member to place for public interest first. So the first priority that ACS will give is the public interest. Unlikely, some association like the Australian Medical Association membership is not compulsory, and information technology professional can operate in the industry without it. So here are some of the objectives of ACS. The first is it will help to promote, develop, and monitor the competence in the practice of the ICT followed by all the people and organizations. ACS help in define and promote the standards of knowledge of the ICT for members. All the benefits of the regular membership of the society and the employing members of the society are promoted by the ACS. The most important thing is that ACS maintain and promote the code of ethics for every members of society. This is the most important objectives of ACS. And now we are going to discuss about the next topic, which is very related and famous topic in this today's world: green computing and e-waste. So what is green computing? It is simply known as the environment-friendly computing, and uh, the green computing defined as the study and the practices of designing, manufacturing, consuming, and disposing of physical wastes of the parts such as the physical parts such as monitors, printers, storage device, networking devices, etc. Green, green computing includes all the dimensions of the environmental sustainability, the economics of energy efficiency, and the total cost of ownership, which includes the cost of disposal and recycling. The main aim of green computing is to minimize the consume of hazardous materials like we talked before: monitors, printers, storage, and the many other things which will came from the IT services, factories, industries, uh, and maximizing the energy efficiency. All the IT manufacturers and vendors are now continuously investing for designing energy efficiency computing devices by reducing the use of dangerous materials and by encouraging the recyclability. For example, now every countries are launching the different vehicles and different mobiles apps which are eco-friendly, environment friendly, which doesn't damage the environment. Uh, so, green computing or green IT means to accomplish utility and improve the manner in which processing gadgets are utilized. Green IT practices incorporate the advancement of naturally reasonable creation, versus fidelity, productive pieces, and improve transfer and reusing strategy. So here are the some of the advantages of green